How much do women care about the enormous cock thing? Is it overrated?
There's a guy doing a documentary on it.
Yeah?
Remember the guy that was embarrassed by his girlfriend on the Jumbotron? There was a guy who, on live TV, he proposed to his girlfriend.
Oh, I've heard
on
about
Jumbotron,
those stories, yeah.
And he got rejected.
Uh-huh.
She said no. Well, he's making a documentary on his penis size because the reason why she rejected him is because his penis is too small. Pull that up. He's working on this documentary now. He's an LA guy. And he's just being real open about his dick size. It's like, if average is 5.5 inches, I'm below average. That's what he's saying. So it's, he really does legitimately have a small dick. And he's doing all these things like he attached a weight to it. He tries to stretch his dick out. He's going through all these different things. Like they show
you talk about a market that for advertising, man. It's like hair loss and small penis. That's all because every guy, I have a good size, I have a big penis.
How big?
Every woman I've slept with has commented on it.
They love it?
I don't know if they love it, but some of them don't like it. It's too big.
Girth also, or is it just long?
It's proportional, but it's something that has been commented on. And my brother, as a matter of fact, women that he slept with have said to me that he also has a very, very big penis.
So you're very happy with your penis?
Extremely happy with my penis.
So you wouldn't be a good guy to talk to for this guy if you wanted to.
No, if he talked to me, I think he'd feel like you feel when Gary Gulman is on stage. Understand?
7 inches?
No, I don't have a huge cock. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying a huge cock. I'm saying it's I think women are surprised. I'm 150 pounds. I think they're surprised at the size of it. And I think that it's one of the few things about me physically that's not repulsive to me. I hate that I'm bald. I hate that I'm skinny and that I'm pale. I hate everything about my body, but I'm very happy with my penis.
It's funny because the stuff that they use to market for big dicks, like all bullshit. But the stuff that they use for hair, there's some stuff that works, like Propecia works and Rogaine works. But the dick thing, nothing.
No.
Yet there's still things out there.
Right.
There's still things out there for the hope. Just the fucking vague hope that maybe something.
But my point is, does it really matter? Like, does the average woman really care about a dick being bigger or smaller? Isn't it really about, like, how is the foreplay? How's the motion? What are you doing with your hands? Oh, 10 million in 4 days. Oh,
yeah, a lot of black dudes goofing on him.
But did people know at that moment it was about his dick?
Oh, yeah. No.
She didn't think that we were right for each other was because my penis was a little too small for her.
What? Patrick and I had his first experience in the bedroom.
That's
Don't
her?
remember much.
That was a different girl.
We were just making out.
Sex is a very important part of a relationship.
Anybody says the size doesn't matter.
I don't think that size matters that much.
Guys with small dicks that say that.
I think that the men of the world deserve an answer to this question, and so I'm going to find it.
Look at that sad apartment he lives in. That little dick apartment.
This is so great. You're on this cock.
She probably just said...
Hold on, let us go. What the fuck? This looks interesting.
Yeah, but do you want to...
Oh, yeah. Wow.
The male body was not subject to a critical gaze, and now it is.
Everybody wants to have a big penis.
You know, it's like a gift. You know,
I don't want this on my Netflix history, though.
Don't be scared. You get a big dick. Let it swing. Someone wants to look. You go, huh? Come on, take a look.
Well, Colin Quinn heard about it because I'd slept with a few female comedians that had talked about it, and so there was a room. So Colin Quinn on Tough Crowd said, I want to see it after the show. So we're in the green room, and I whipped it out, which you can say when it's big enough. You can say whipped it out. And he was there with with a few people, and one was this black woman, and she went, ooh. And Colin was like, well, that says it right there.
That's hilarious. Yeah, this it's an interesting subject for a documentary. But when a guy says that something doesn't matter to a girl, he's being a fucking idiot. Period. You don't know what matters to a girl. You don't even understand what it's like in any way, shape, or form to be a woman. So pretending that you know what a woman wants sexually, that it doesn't matter, it might be the most important thing sexually. How about that?
Yeah,
evolutionarily, it makes sense.
I'm just wondering because the size of a woman's vagina to me doesn't. I can't remember walking away going like guys go, oh, she had such a tight pussy. Like, I don't remember ever really that being a giant factor. Like, I remember being like with young girls who were like, 17, 18, and definitely it was small.
Right, but just stop and think about what you've already said. You've already said you have a very nice sized penis. So for you, it wouldn't have as much of an impact as a guy who's got a needle dick. A guy having a needle dick dating a girl with a tight pussy is a huge plus.
Right.
For you, it's like your dick is pretty good size. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know? But to the girl, I think for a lot of girls, it matters a lot. It sucks, guys who with little dicks. I'm sorry. It's a shitty fucking roll of the dice, but it's the way of life. And
but isn't it like if you look like I don't know a lot about basketball players, but I know there's some really small guys. And they learn to drive to the hoop better, and they steal a lot of balls on defense. You learn how to make it up in the rest of your game.
You would hope so, but
Yeah.
but there's nothing keeping that guy with a big giant Ron Jeremy dick from being good at eating pussy and being a great personality and being a really sensitive and supportive boyfriend.
Because he's a star.
Well, no, it's not. It doesn't matter. Like just because you have a lot of get up and go doesn't mean that a guy who also has natural talent and physical attributes doesn't also have a lot of get up
Right.
and go. It's like the difference between a martial arts champion and a guy who really will never be fighting for the title. It's like there's certain guys that just lack the physical advantages that the guys at the very top
Yeah,
do.
but the guy who didn't have the natural advantages, he lives in a bad neighborhood and needs to kick ass or he's going to get killed.
Doesn't always
Guy with a
help.
small dick has to get good foreplay down. Has to
Anderson
learn about
Silva.
fingering that anus.
Anderson Silva can be living in a castle, still get out of his Rolls Royce and kick the shit out of you.
Right.
There's certain guys that can just do that because they have natural physical advantages. They also have talent, and they also have an incredible work ethic and intelligence. On top of that, you would assume that someone with a lot of natural talent doesn't work as hard, so never gets as good, and that is often the case. But just because you're a hard worker doesn't mean you're guaranteed success. There's certain realities about physical attributes, and a guy with a little dick is never going to be able to fuck like Ron Jeremy.
No.
Ron Jeremy's got a hog in his pants. And he pulls out
that's-
this fucking 9-inch fat cock. And you're like, holy shit, I mean, his dick is huge.
And he goes down on them for a
Oh,
long
yeah.
time.
He's an animal.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is there's nothing to stop a guy who's built like that from also being a really nice guy. Like, so for a guy like this, who's, I don't think the size matters. You know, listen, dude. It's a part of life, okay? Just like the shape of your face matters, just like an underbite matters. It's a weird thing.
Yes.
Should it be the only thing? Absolutely not.
No, you can still be you can overshadow that, hopefully, with cunnilingus and with talking dirty, eye contact. I mean, there's a lot of things during lovemaking that are factors.
I like how you say lovemaking. You didn't even say fucking. You went deep.
Because I'm talking about something two men
You're
do
talking
together,
to the women.
Joe. I think that, like,
Sure, personality.
you know,
Sense of humor.
guys that after the sex, like, I'm a shame-based Irishman. Every time I would get laid, I would fucking get dressed as soon as possible and make an excuse to leave.
There's
a
certain-
guy who can hang around and cuddle, that means something.